Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 3 basic makeup mistakes and how I have changed my face from looking like this in 2017 to looking like this in 2021 by changing these 3 basic steps in my day-to-day makeup. So if you want to know what all I have changed, then please do keep on watching. वीडियो को शुरू करूँ इससे पहले I'm gonna give you guys a very quick disclaimer. Makeup is a form of art and I personally feel there is no hard and rule to it. आपको जैसे पसंद है आप वैसे मेकअप कर सकते हैं. अगर you feel that I have improved in terms of makeup, then most probably you will resonate with what I am gonna talk now. What you see on the screen as of now is what I was taking as a reference point back in 2017, and now that it's 2021, my preference of makeup and my likings and dislikings changed a bit because obviously I'm maturing with time, or this is something that I currently resonate with. So this is exactly why I started this entire transformation back in 2017, and slowly but definitely we made it to 2021 looking like this. Talking about makeup transformation, I personally love Deepika's transformation from looking like this to looking like this, and none other than our PC Priyanka Chopra, her transformation from looking like this to currently looking like this. The first mistake that I was personally doing was that I was using only black color eyeliner, and if you notice now, if you look at my eyes, you'll be like, Ishita is wearing a black liner. No, it's looking like black, but it's not jet black. It's a shade of brown, and my liner is from K Beauty, and it's a very nice brown for Indian skin tone, and it looks good on me. It gives that eyeliner look, but it's much softer than that of black color liner, and as a result it somehow gives a very natural and a smooth transition from the eyes to the liner and to the crease, and as a result this looks much more softer in pictures, in person, and I get a very natural looking output from this particular liner. You can use any brown liner, but the point is to use a liner that's not far from your skin tone. As a result, I went ahead and got this. This is a very nice liner. It's smudge proof, it's good. If you want a review or something, I can do it in some other video, but the point is to use kajal, liner, or anything on your eyes that's not very far from your natural skin tone or color. So it's better to avoid jet black, which a lot of people think will look good, which looks good at times, but black is a very strong color and you don't have any scope of mistake using black. अगर आप छोटे से छोटा भी गलती करते हैं, if your lines are not straight, everything is gonna be visible with black. By chance, whenever we are doing our liner, if sometimes the liner is a bit thick, it looks too much with black. The best part of going with a brown liner is that a lot of mistakes are blurred out. A lot of the times when I do mistakes with the brown, most often it's not even visible. So using a brown color liner is at the top in our today's list. For people, those who have much more darker complexion compared to mine, I recommend black liners for them. The point is to have 6 to 7 shade of difference between your skin tone and the liner. So make sure you are maintaining that difference for that softer look on the eyelids. For example, if somebody is extremely pale, they should go for a lighter shade of brown. For medium skin tones, a generously deeper darker shade of brown will do the job. And for people those who are on the brown complexion side, they should go for a black, because that's gonna give that difference. And remember, the lesser the difference between the skin complexion and the liner color, the softer the output is gonna look. The more the difference, higher the difference is gonna be visible. The next point is our eyebrows. There's a popular saying that says that your eyebrows can make or break your look. Yes, it's true. For example, here in this particular picture, you can see Deepika Padukone is looking very different from how she looks now because of her eyebrows, especially because that's the major difference. And whereas if you look at her current pictures, then you'll most probably notice that her eyebrows are much more softer as of now compared to how they were. So let me tell you how you can achieve that sort of difference. The actual difference here in these two photos are the color of the brow powder or pomade that she used. If you look at the picture very carefully, you can very clearly see that she is using some cream product because her eyebrows somehow doesn't look powdery at all. She is using some brow product that's much more lighter compared to her hair color. For example, she is most probably using a brow pomade in a lighter shade of brown, and that's the reason why her eyebrows are looking so much visibly different from the previous picture. And along with that, most probably her eyebrows are much thicker now because of microblading, and that's the reason why her eyebrows look a lot more different now. For example, in my case, microblading is something that's very expensive and I personally don't want to go ahead and do that. So the only difference that I went ahead and created in my makeup routine is using a much more lighter shade of brown instead of a deeper and darker brown. Few years ago, I used to use Benefit Cosmetics Car Brow, and the shade that I was personally using was much more deeper and darker compared to the shade that I personally use now. The brow pencil that I use currently is from Benefit Cosmetics, and the shade is at least 2 to 3 shades lighter compared to that particular brow pomade. And one more thing that I personally noticed in Deepika's picture is that her eyebrows are not packed with a lot of product, and the brow game is very subtle and natural, and that's why I went from a brow pomade to a pencil because I wanted that soft sort of a look. Now I usually brush my brows and then I just fill in the spots where all I feel that I need to fill in. That's it. I don't go overboard with the filling part, and that's why I feel now my face looks a lot more different compared to how I used to look back in 2017. The third point for today's video is something very different from what we usually talk about in terms of makeup mistakes, and I'm gonna talk about using natural looking lashes. And obviously you can understand that I'm gonna talk about falsies because I'm wearing falsies, and just using mascara does the job, because whenever we compare our makeup with celebs makeup, most often they carry false lash extensions, and those lash extensions look very natural because those are hair implantations in the eyelid, and obviously that's gonna look very different and natural from the false lashes that's available in the market. But I highly recommend you taming down that natural falsie wala look and making it much more wearable, subtle, and something that's not very predominantly visible on the eyelid. One thing that I've predominantly noticed in today's time ka makeup videos is that people are going overboard with the lashes. If you like that look, then you are more than welcome to try out that, but I personally feel this is something that looks very subtle yet eye-catchy on me, and as a result I'm gonna show you what I personally do. The falsies that I'm wearing today is from Kingdom of Lashes, and you can see what I have done to my lashes. A lot of makeup artists won't like this, I know, because they love that full falsie wala look. To be true, I find that very intimidating because a lot of the times people avoid false lashes for lower eyelids and they use falsies only for the upper part, and it sometimes look too much to a certain extent that in few cases I have seen that the eyeshadow is not even visible. So as a result, whenever I get my falsies, I chop them off in parts and I use only a little of that in the outermost corner of my eyelid, which not only looks quite natural and normal but also gives me a very extended eyeliner sort of a look, which looks quite normal and natural in my case. If you don't like that wing sort of a look, then you can go ahead and chop off your lashes, understanding what you particularly require from that false lash, and glue it in the center or in the outer corner based upon the desired look that you wanna go for. So these were the 3 makeup mistakes that I personally started avoiding. Today's video was predominantly dedicated to only eyes. I am planning to make few more videos regarding face, blush, choosing the right foundation and the lipstick game that have changed over years. So I'm gonna talk about those in some other video. आज के वीडियो के लिए बस इतना ही. I hope आपको वीडियो अच्छा लगा हो. Make sure you hit on that like button. And अगर आपने भी last 4-5 years में कुछ change किया है, then नीचे share कीजिए. We will love to get on a very detailed discussion because listening to what you have done, I can also learn. So bye bye. Take care of yourself.